I was doing at 20 on reality television, even though it was, I may not have been the most likable character, it was still TV versus trying to destroy America and going to Cuba 20 times and praising Fidel Castro. So against my opponent, my background's pretty strong.
He's clapping back and he's doing a very good job. We have Spencer Pratt blasting Karen Bass.
I'd love your reaction to Karen Bass, who says you're exploiting the grief of people in the Palisades.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Karen Bass forgot that she let my house burned down and my parents' house burned down. And I had actual neighbors burn alive across the street from my childhood home. The only grief is my grief, my community's grief that I initially started this fight on behalf of. And she forgets I have received 2 community advocate awards from the Pacific Palisades community. So it's the most insane, psycho, diabolical thing I've heard in a minute, but it's not shocking. This is the same woman that will allow 7,000 houses to burn to the ground, 12 people to burn alive, and then actively cover it up, get caught covering it up, and then say that the LA Times is lying, even though they have the emails where she's altering the after action report, which, as far as I'm concerned, is obstruction of justice. So it's disgusting. It's disgusting. The fact that she's...
I love that I love that he had him and his family's home burned down, and she's like, typical victim here in Los Angeles. I'm like, that, because that's what she did. That's what she said to him. And she's like, oh, he's exploiting grief. And I'm like, but it's his grief. He's not like exploiting someone else's. You actually technically are by responding to him in this way. So good thing people are kind of starting to open up a little bit, because she got major backlash from that, as she should. By the way, it's funny. Democrats can say the most horrific shit. We talk about this all the time. If a Republican went after a Democrat who lost everything in the fire and were like, oh, typical, just like exploiting their grief, they would be called insensitive, evil. They'd be called every name in the book. But they're allowed to say shit like this and they just get away with it. And why? It's probably because she's a black turtle and he's a white man, because that's why you're allowed to say whatever you want, as long as you're like a black, ugly, lesbian, Marxist, socialist, communist turtle. So over it. So over it in general today. On to the next. This is gonna be crazy. We have Kamala Harris endorsing Karen Bass. So from one unqualified, dumb black woman to another unqualified, dumb black lesbian woman. That's what we have here. What a great endorsement. She's like, you did amazing. We have commentator Gabe Sanchez. Spencer Pratt's mayoral run is blatant grift. Okay, so this is one of the people that was like, he's grifting. He this is all staged. And everyone's like, he's living where his house burned down. So it's not really the gotcha that you think it is. But once again, these people are fucking evil. They will tell you when you lose everything that you're a grifter and you're exploiting. And that's why we need to vote against them and never let them have power in the state ever again. So this is really interesting. Spencer says, when President Obama had Osama bin Laden killed, Americans all celebrated, but for Nithya Raman, it felt strange. So apparently this was what she said. It felt strange to be celebrating the death of a man in this way. Why would you say that? I'm confused. Where is she from? I think she's Indian. I think she came here from India. I don't know if she's Muslim. I didn't know she was like a terrorist sympathizer, but a little bit of a weird comment for a woman to say. I don't know. I talked to a lot of people and a lot of extremists. Not a lot of people were bummed when Osama bin Laden was killed. So that makes her the only one I know thus far. But yeah, she should definitely run Los Angeles. This is Spencer Pratt saying Karen Bass volunteered.
You're known as a reality TV star. Do you think that is, in your campaign for Los Angeles mayor to run the biggest city in California, is that a label that you embrace? Is that hurtful to your campaign, or does it help, you think?
I mean, the reality, pun intended, is that was from 20 years ago. And if we look at what Karen Bass was doing 20 years ago, she was in Cuba.
That's crazy.
With the people that would then go bomb Capitol Hill. So if we're looking at backgrounds, I'm pretty proud of what I was doing at 20 on reality television, even though it was, I may not have been the most likable character. It was still TV versus trying to destroy America and going to Cuba 20 times and praising Fidel Castro. So against my opponent, my background's pretty strong.
That's so crazy. He's really good. You guys got to realize, like, it's not like he's had time to have like PR training. He's not a politician. He's doing a fantastic job, and he's not avoiding answers. He's very honest about himself, his past, everything going on with his family, like, finances, everything. Whereas like these people are politicians, they'll never answer anything. But I'm like, that's kind of crazy he's clapping back and he's doing a very good job. We have another clip of him.
Kamala Harris loves Karen Bass because of Karen Bass letting the Pacific Palisades and Malibu burn down. Kamala Harris was able to get a $2 million discount on her new house in Malibu that if Karen Bass hadn't let burn most of Malibu and most of Palisades to the ground, she would have never been able to get that $2 million discount. So who endorses Bass?
So we actually did cover that. I don't know if you guys remember. It's in one of the later episodes, but we actually did cover that she went and purchased property, a home in Malibu, which is obviously greatly discounted right now because you're surrounded by fire. So that's nice. That's nice that she was able to benefit off of everyone suffering. We have a video of what people want from their next mayor in Los Angeles.
We went across the city to ask voters one question. What is the most important thing the next mayor has to do?
Oh, shit. Address the homeless problem? The homeless issue.
Homeless? Homelessness.
Homeless? The homeless?
Homeless.
The homeless.
Homelessness.
The homelessness.
The homeless crisis.
Help with the homeless.
Homeless support.
Homelessness. Am I saying it right?
Homelessness.
Homeless support.
Homeless issue.
And obviously homelessness.
Like, do you encounter this on like a day-to-day basis, or do you see it?
Yes, all the time. Anybody here.
It's all over, really.
I don't think there's an easy answer, but it's definitely something that we've got to try to get a grip on.
I have young kids. We really like to explore the city, so I want to show my kids a city that I grew up in, that I love and adore. Want the next mayor to be able...
I want to point out that none of those people look like Republicans. Like, none of them. They all look like hipsters. They don't look like crazy bougie people. But every single one said the homelessness, which is interesting because she was just saying how homeless is down 54%. Everyone's saying like, no, Gavin Newsom's doing well. Karen Bass is doing well. She apparently did well in her district. And I'm like, no, it seems like the one thing people cannot handle any longer in Los Angeles is the homeless. It's everywhere. It's in Beverly Hills. So we'll see. We have alleged Palisades arsonist. Oh, yeah. So the arsonist in Palisades was fixated with Luigi Mangione and started the blaze out of resentment of the rich. So you have Luigi who, to solve healthcare being cheaper in America, you go and shoot someone who has a family. And then obviously you become a martyr for the left. They all love you because of it. And then this guy, you went and just like, by the way, you had innocent people burned to death, innocent animals. Hey, liberal arsonists. Let's talk about all the animals that were starved, lost everything, lost their homes, burned to death and died. So he did it because resentment of the rich. I mean, we don't hate these people enough. It's a whole nother episode. We'll get there next week.